just about 8 miles inland from the warm waters of the Atlantic. We are inside Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's our visiting team and the Miami Dolphins.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. It's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. And off we go from South Florida. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
At their own 34-yard line.
Here we go. Good. 11, 11, 11. 331, 331.
Right to the air, it's Fields. Catch made right side by Thomas. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Don't jump. Ready? 551. 551. 12 go. Right.
They'll run. It's the man from Virginia Tech, Facial Tootin. Inside the 20. And he will go all the way. Facial Tootin. Touchdown Shamrocks. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. 2nd play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Milton. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Alontae Taylor. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week. Come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now, Fields. Short throw taken by Pitts. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down.
319, Jesse.
They'll run it here with Tootin.
They show Tootin, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This one from 49.
49-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Shamrocks will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the ground, here's Keaton Mitchell. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down.
That's good for a Dolphins first
60
down.
Bobcats! 60 Bobcats!
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Dolphins 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Get out of the gun is Milton. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throw once more. Here's Milton. That's going to be incomplete. Hufford very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Milton going to look to throw it again. He's got it at the 7, and he's into the end zone. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Miami. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Dolphins are on the board. It's 10-7. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Velus Jones now on the return. And He'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here we go, shot. 11, 11, 3, 19, good shot. Hey, can. Easy, easy, easy. Right.
On first and 10, Fields. Now he'll run.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
From the 35, here's second and 6.
Here we go. 3, 19, just what? Extend. Mayday. Alpha. Press, close right. Sit high.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. Quick throw, taken in. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
222. Yep. EQ. You got it. Can. Right.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And the rush gets home. Hill goes down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
To return is Williams. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
Their own 41-yard line.
The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 7. They'll go again with Mitchell. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss
The
of 1
Dolphins in
brings
possession
up
of the
third
football.
and
We
8.
begin the second quarter as they begin with 3rd and 8.
Warrior 70.
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
Hey, 551. Hey, can. Right.
On first down, they'll go with Tootin. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1 yard gain. Brings up second
From the
and
42-yard line. Here's second down and 9.
Here you go, son. Angel, angel, angel. No mas, no mas. Right.
Fields. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and 9.
Don't jump. Ready? Green 19, get up. Extend. Mayday. Start.
Back to throw is Fields. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A pickup there of 19 yards. That's enough for a first down.
Diego, first down. A gain of 19 yards. And the San Diego first down.
First right. Tonight.
To throw is Fields. Will get this to Pitts once more. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, San Diego. On for the extra point is Boswell. His kick is good. And the Shamrocks will get out in front 17-7.
Dolphins 7. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. His ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35.
Ready. Big Lion, go!
They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Let's go! 70,
And the Dolphins first down.
On first down, here's Milton. Short throw there, but he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And no turnover here. Want the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. They get 15 on that game. First down, Miami.
I'm going now. I'm going.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Milton. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Throwing again is Milton. That is caught. What a throw. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Dolphins. First touchdown of the game for the man who leads the NFL in TD grabs.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense, and then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot, and with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. Tonight.
On the ground It's Tootin to start the drive. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Here we go, son. EQ. Hey, never mind. Monday. Yep. Tonight.
To throw is Fields. He will find Thomas. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
This is 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Press. 319. Yes, that. Hey, 10. Tonight.
Fields to throw. Exiting the pocket right. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 319. Yes, that.
Pitts is the man in motion.
Tonight.
Run out of the gun, and it's Tootin. And he'll work his way down inside the 40. Isaiah Simmons comes up to end that one. It is 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Turn around, set. Hey, 10.
Here's Fields. That's caught left side by Pitts. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Hey, 10. Here we go. 331. Easy. Johnson. Go.
Fields out to his right. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
60
A give to Mitchell. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
13 yards on the play. And
Milton now on 1st and 10. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
More yards.
Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard
60
line.
Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready.
From the gun, here's Milton. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is hard. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line.
47 on the
A
play.
huge play just before the half. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Peyton Mitchell. Touchdown, Miami. Lutz for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Dolphins move out in front by 4. It's 21-17.
Shamrocks 17.
Still a little time. Final minutes of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Jones now on the return. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. We'll be backed up now to start this drive.
At their own 10-yard line.
Here we go. 331. West right zip. 11. Right.
First down. Fields. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have one remaining. As it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
Gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Shamrocks.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. Hey, Ken. What's right? Extend. Chips hurt. EQ. Right.
Fields now to throw on 1st down. That is downfield to the tight end Pitts. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
A 1st down throw for Fields. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Right.
2nd down. It's Fields. Moving to his left. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This one from 39 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So it is a one-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Scott.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins.
Let's go now. Press roll 80.
On the handoff, here comes Mitchell. He left that first defender grasping for air as he winds up getting 8 out of that one.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Okay, ready?
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2.
Let's go. Ready?
Working out of the gun is Milton. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. He'll be out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and that gains them another first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
It's a big play there for Miami. 36 yards.
1st and 10 at the
Come on.
17-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Ready, ready?
Milton now to throw on 1st and 10. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
19. Cougar 19. Check, Matt. Ready?
A give up the middle for Mitchell. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. To the pylon, he's in. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Dolphins. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go. 19 winning. Extend. Mayday. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. He's got his target. That's Pitts. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 38 yards.
38 yards on the play. And a San Diego 1st down.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Brian Thomas
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Fields now on second down. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Fields from the gun on third down. That's caught by Hill. A gain there of 11. And that will be a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
From the 23, here's second and 6.
Here we go.
Ready. This looks like a design run. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Hey, Ken. Here we go, son. Hey, never mind. Monday. You got a mini base. Why not?
In motion comes Thomas. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Rolling right. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. Officially an even 50-yard attempt.
50-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Shamrocks are back within 5.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Alert! Let's go! Let's go!
A run here with Mitchell. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 7. Looking to throw. It's Milton. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Going up top for Evans. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Gonna give the ball over on down.
Here we go.
On first and 10, Fields. They set up the screen here for Tootin.
Fields pass complete to Bayshore Tootin. No gain on the play.
Second and 10.
And 10 at the Dolphins' 30-yard line.
Here we go, shot. Out, let's go. Hey, Cam.
In motion comes Thomas. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
EQ. Here we go. West, turn ball, turn.
He'll send the receiver in motion to the left.
Go.
Now a second down throw for Fields. He's going to air this one out. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Big play coming up. This is third down.
Here we go. Green light. Press. Left, right. Sit high.
Throwing is Fields. Got his man at the 6. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is first down and goal.
Don't jump. Ready? Sit high.
Hubbard. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself first and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
Green 19, just what? Hey, 551. 11. Get him. Right.
This a design run with Fields. He will do it himself. He's in. Justin Fields. Touchdown Shamrocks. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Mayday. Right.
Here's Fields. On the run to the right.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
On first down, it's Mitchell. And he'll take this up past the 40, pickup of 5.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Okay, break.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Milton. Try to set up the screen to Mitchell. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go.
And he's in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown Miami. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Now a big play here. Dolphins will go for 2.
Let's go now. Go.
Here's Milton. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. This drive begins with a run by Chooton. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
220. Left side. Hey, can. Extend.
In motion comes Thomas.
Side.
Fields. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And he's out of bounds, gain of about 10, so that'll help as they get set to face a 3rd down.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Move 58, right? Out, let's go. Angel. Sit high.
Now Fields. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
319, just got. Hey, can. Go.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
West right there. No mas. Right.
Fields now to throw on 1st down. Forced out wide. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by Max Melton.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
A 7-yard pickup brings up
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Second down, they need 3.
Check, Matt. Check, Matt. Ready, ready, ready.
Another run here with Mitchell. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
a loss of a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Here's a third down and 4.
Warriors 70. Tag. Go.
They'll drop to throw. That ball is caught on the sideline and